Hello everyone, today's lesson is lesson 72, area part 1. If we were to look at the floor of the classroom, you might see the edges of the floor where the wall meets the floor, okay? And that line all the way around would be my perimeter. Sometimes we have something called like a baseboard. It's on the bottom of the wall, you'll see it going around the room, okay? That's basically showing us the perimeter, okay? Now, the floor of a room might be covered by tile, especially if you have a bathroom. You would see the bathroom is covered in tiles usually. Okay, tiles are usually squares that are 1 foot in length and 1 foot in width. Okay, and then we take those tiles and we cover the room with the tiles. Okay, so you end up with all these squares. All right. So the floor of the room is what we call the area. The area is not a length, it's amount of surface. So that could be how much carpet covers the floor, how many tiles we get. Okay, usually when we do area problems, we think about how many tiles that are 1 foot by 1 foot would it take to cover the floor. Okay. So here we have the problem. In a classroom, the floor was the shape of a rectangle and was covered by 1 square foot tiles. The room was 30 tiles long and 25 tiles wide. What is the area of the floor? To find the number of tiles it would take to cover this room, we would be looking for the area. And to find the area of the room, we have to multiply the length times the width. So we're going to do 25 times 30. Okay, so I drop the 0 down, cross it off. Then I do 3 times 5 is 15, carry my 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So the area of my room is 750. And then since they are tiles, and each tile is a square foot, we call area, we write the label for area as square feet. Okay, because area is the distance in a square, while perimeter is a line. All right. Okay, so this one says use your ruler to measure this rectangle. And then how many square centimeters will it take to cover the area of this rectangle? So area equals length times width. Okay. So if I was to measure this, I'd find that this was 3 centimeters long and the width was 2 centimeters long. Okay. And so area is length times width. So I would do 2 centimeters times 3 centimeters. Well, 2 centimeters times 3 centimeters equals 6. And then I would say square centimeters. Okay. Or you can write that as SQCM for abbreviated. Okay, but square centimeters, or whatever the label is, we always put the word square in front of it. Okay. All right, this one says use a formula to estimate the area of the room that is 14 feet, 3 inches long, and 12 feet, 8 inches wide. So since we are estimating, we're going to round these to the nearest foot. Okay, so remember, area equals length times width. The 14 feet through 3 inches, we're going to round down to 14 feet. And the 12 feet, 8 inches long, we're going to round up to 13 feet. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and multiply. 3 times 4 is 12, carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. I cross off the 3, and I put a 0 down. And I erase what I carried. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 1. So my answer is 182 square feet. Okay. All right. So on this problem, we have this display case. So Maggie has a display case for a model car. The case is 30 centimeters long, 10 centimeters wide, and 14 centimeters high. Maggie wants to paint the ends of the case. Choose a formula and use it to determine the area of the ends she wants to paint. So since she wants to paint the ends, that's going to be these two sides here. Okay, because these are the front and back end of the case, here and here. Okay, so we need to measure the sides of this square. And you can see that the bottom is 10, and then this length here is 14. So I'll do 14 times 10. Okay, so that is 140 centimeters, or square centimeters. Then it says Maggie also wants to glue a ribbon border around the top of the case. The ribbon is purchased in millimeters. Choose a formula and use it to determine the best length of ribbon she'll need. So since I'm taking the ribbon, because with the paint I was painting the whole surface, but for the ribbon I'm just going to go on the outside of the tank. I don't need to paint all the inside. So my length is going to be 30 and my width will be 10. And I'm looking for the perimeter, which is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because I'm just lining the ribbon around the outside. Okay, so that equals 2 times 30 plus 2 times 10. Okay, that is 60 plus 20, which equals 80. So she will need 80 centimeters. Now that's 80 centimeters, and it says it has to be purchased in millimeters. So 80 centimeters is the same as 800 millimeters. That's going to be the answer to my question. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.